Felix Auger Aliassime was born on August 8, 2000 in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Growing up in a family with a deep sports background, his father, François Auger, was a former soccer player, and his mother, Marie Auger, was a tennis player. It was only natural that Felix would be drawn to the world of sports from a very young age. From an early age, Felix was exposed to tennis, and it didn't take long before he showed a natural gift for the game. Felix began playing tennis at the age of 4, and by the time he was 6, he had already demonstrated a remarkable talent for the sport. His family played an essential role in nurturing his love for tennis, and by the time he was a teenager, Felix was attending the National Tennis Centre in Montreal, an esteemed training facility that had produced some of Canada's top tennis players. Under the guidance of coaches, including François and Guillaume Marx, Felix quickly started to make a name for himself in the junior ranks. His rise through the junior tennis circuit was swift. By 2014, Felix had already competed in international junior events, where he won several ITF junior titles. He achieved his first significant milestone in 2016, winning the French Open boys singles title. His victory was a clear indicator that he was destined for greatness, and at that moment, it became clear that Felix Auger Aliassime would be one to watch in the professional ranks. Transition to professional tennis. Felix made his transition to the professional tennis circuit in 2016, when he began competing in ATP Challenger tournaments. His talent was immediately evident, even though he was still a teenager. By the time he turned 16, he had already made his debut in ATP World Tour main draw events. This was no small feat for a young player, and it showed that Felix had the maturity and skill to compete at a high level in men's professional tennis. His breakthrough moment came in 2016 at the Rio Open, where he became the youngest player to win a match in the main draw of an ATP 500 event. This victory was followed by more promising performances, and in 2017, Felix had his first major success on the ATP Challenger Tour. He won his first Challenger title in Grado, Italy, which helped to raise his profile further. As Felix's game evolved, his powerful serve, athleticism, and aggressive baseline play became his trademarks. By 2018, his ranking was steadily rising, and Felix achieved his first top 100 ATP ranking, a clear sign that he was no longer just a rising star but a legitimate contender in men's tennis. Career peak and breakthrough. Felix Auger Aliassime's real breakthrough came in 2019 when he captured the tennis world's attention in a way few young players had done before. He began the year with a string of impressive performances, starting with an ATP Challenger title in Montpellier and a final appearance in Rotterdam. But it was his triumph at the 2019 Rotterdam Open that marked a significant milestone in his career. At just 18 years old, Felix defeated Stefanos Tsitsipas in the final to win his first ATP title, becoming the youngest player to win an ATP title since 2004. Felix's success continued throughout the season. In 2019, he reached the MA finals of the Swiss Indoors Basel, where he lost to Roger Federer, and also competed in several Grand Slam tournaments. His most notable achievement came at the 2019 US Open, where he reached the fourth round of a Grand Slam for the first time, marking another significant step in his career development. Felix's performances in 2019 were particularly remarkable because they highlighted his consistency on the ATP Tour. He was competing against established players, such as Rafael Nadal, Roger Federer, and Novak Djokovic, and holding his own against them. By the end of the year, Felix had broken into the top 20 ATP rankings, a testament to his remarkable rise and bright future ahead. In 2020, Felix continued to build on his momentum. He reached the finals of the ATP 500 event in Cologne, losing to Alexander Zverev, but his performance was enough to further cement his place among the elite players on the ATP Tour. He finished 2020 with several high-profile wins, including a semi-final appearance at the US Open, where he fell to Dominic Thiem in a thrilling match. His performances, especially at Grand Slams, began to show that he was poised to break through at the highest level. Main achievements. Felix Auger Aliassime's career has been marked by a series of extraordinary achievements. Some of the most notable include 2019 Rotterdam Open champion. Felix's breakthrough came at the Rotterdam Open, where he won his first ATP title at just 18 years old, becoming the youngest player to win an ATP title in 15 years. Grand Slam success. Felix's Grand Slam performances have been impressive. He reached the semi-final at the US Open in 2021, where he defeated players like Carlos Alcaraz and Marin Cilic. Though he didn't win the title, his performances showcased his potential to challenge for Grand Slam titles in the future. ATP Top 10 Ranking. By the end of 2020, Felix had reached the top 10 ATP rankings, making him the youngest Canadian player to do so. Olympic achievement. Felix played a key role in Canada's historic silver medal finish in men's doubles at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, partnering with Denis Shapovalov. This achievement added a significant feather to his cap. ATP Finals appearances. Felix reached the ATP Finals in 2021, a prestigious event that included the world's top players. His appearance was another sign of his growing stature in the tennis world. Multiple ATP Finals. Throughout his career, Felix has reached several finals in ATP 500 events and ATP Challenger tournaments, consistently proving that he belongs among the elite. Challenges and setbacks. Despite his incredible rise, Felix has also faced challenges that are common for young players trying to make it at the highest level of tennis. One of the main obstacles has been his ability to close out big matches at the Grand Slam level. Although he has made deep runs, Felix has often struggled to win key points in crunch moments, which has led to several early exits from tournaments. However, this has been part of his growth process, and his mental resilience and willingness to learn from losses have been commendable. Another challenge has been his consistency at the highest level. Despite being able to win big titles and perform well at Grand Slams, Felix's ability to maintain consistency over a long period of time and win titles at the elite ATP Masters 1000 level has been elusive. Final years and future outlook. As of 2023, Felix Auger Aliassime is still in the early stages of his professional career, and the tennis world eagerly awaits his next breakthrough. At 23 years old, Felix is already one of the top players on the ATP Tour and remains a serious contender at Grand Slam tournaments. With his powerful serve, explosive ground strokes, and growing mental maturity, there is little doubt that Felix has the potential to win multiple Grand Slam titles in the years to come. He has shown immense growth since his breakthrough year in 2019, and his ability to adapt to the challenges of professional tennis has made him a fan favorite. His strong work ethic and commitment to self-improvement have set him up for a bright future. And he remains one of the most promising young players on the ATP Tour. Felix's journey is far from over, and as he continues to refine his game and gain more experience, it is clear that the future of Canadian tennis is in good hands with him at the forefront. His ambition to become a Grand Slam champion is strong, and he will undoubtedly be a contender for many years to come. Felix Auger Aliassime is a name that fans and analysts alike will continue to watch as he strives to reach the pinnacle of tennis.